Oh, yeah. Doesn't the heliocentric doesn't really have a model, right?
Well, it's got the reverse engineered best they could do, but yeah, not really. I mean, 94% of it's not real. So
yeah, like I'm all right with the Earth, the ground being flat, and I don't know what the fuck the sky does. You know?
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure on what the ground is either. To be honest, I mean,
right. I mean, I'm okay with. I don't know. We're still not moving. We're not flying through fucking space, and countless other things.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. I've seen the test.
Maybe
I've been a part of the test.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't think we're moving.
We top flight security of the world, Craig.
Here's a message of importance to millions of people who are continually pale and washed out, weak and run down. Doctors will tell you that these conditions are often caused by a deficiency of iron. The iron you need to keep you physically fit and mentally alert. Medical studies show that 2 out of 3 women and many, many men lack the daily iron your body requires in a form your body can easily use and put to work. Every dose gives you more than your daily minimum iron requirement.
We are the way, we are the way, we are not alone. We are striving for more.
So if you're not getting the iron your body needs,
we are the way, we are not.
if you feel weak, run down, and are easily upset,
We are striving for more.
start taking iron today.
I'm starting off fresh and I feel good. I look good. I smells good. I am good. Happy Friday, my friend.
This is Michael Tyson. You probably know me better as Iron Mike, but I don't go by Iron Mike no more because I used to be a monster. I'm a different person now. I'm all about happiness. But what is happiness? I'll tell you what happiness is. Every time I listen to my favorite show, Ironrealmmedia. It's a truther show on YouTube.
ATGIF. Welcome to Have No Sphere right here on the Iron Realm Media YouTube channel. Yeah, it's a Friday. It's a snowy Friday here just south of St. Louis. Picked up another at least 3 inches, probably 4, if not more. So, considering I pushed my luck going into work through the ice and the snow on Tuesday, I thought maybe it'd just be better not to push my luck and said, fuck it, I'll just stay home. So home is where I stayed today. And got a good little nap in. And that was the most productive part of my day. But since there's nothing really going on in Flat Earth these days, we'll just go ahead and jump right in and say hello to everybody, starting off with one Mr. Walt Johnson, because I know how much he needs it. And how much?
Howdy ho,
Walter.
y'all. I love. Right. That's literally what I heard a few minutes ago, dude. Like, what the fuck? Hi, everybody. What is there for y'all here? Again, not much going on in the flat Earth.
It's like nine
community at the
people.
moment. Sorry, Craig. It wasn't our plan not to have a great
Well,
bunch of folks
goddamn.
here for your birthday. We sent out the invitations and everything, man.
And John and everything.
Jaron, I know that dude fucked up the flat Earth. Fucked up. Well, first he fucked up the globe. Now he's fucking up the flat Earth. What's going to happen?
Yeah,
I don't. Dude, I'm so out of touch with all this. Like I unplugged before they went, so I unplugged. You know.
Yeah,
it was
no,
in
I
the
know
bed.
you did.
And I'm like, I knew where it was going to wind up because that's where usually shit like this winds up. And I didn't want to see the fallout be, you know, as bad as it usually is. But I had no idea it would be as massively retarded, as it is right now. Because it's fucking retarded. Anyway, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to celebrate top flight security of the realm, Craig. Corporation Formation Day. Crazy fucker. I'm so glad you made it this far with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I think it's going to be a fun show despite all of the other drama that's been going on around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's head on over and say hello to Mrs. Cami Knodel. You might recognize Cami's channel here on YouTube as Aisling717. How you doing, Cami?
I am no one here quite as well, and we're just having a quite snow day. Very sleepy puppy that does not want to go outside, does not want anything. Kind of funny.
It's a smart dog.
Uh-huh. That's good. Hope you guys are staying warm. At the very least, you've always got somebody else there to help make sure things are up and running. Wood to burn. In case you need to build a fire all day. One Mr. Zachary Zabala, and he's got a channel here on YouTube called Good Times for All. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I also got me a nap in today. It was a fun show this morning. Yeah. Nap. I woke up and there was snow. I was expecting it though. It wasn't at 9:07 though, like they said, Josh.
That's some horseshit.
I know. It didn't start till what, about 11, Cam? Something like that?
It didn't really start until probably like 12:30. We got little spits of snow, but it didn't really start coming down until quite a bit later. We were sitting in the middle of a little hole where we had snow literally across the highway from us and a mile to the south and a whole circle around us. But we sat in like the little eye of the hurricane at the storm. It worked for us. We probably wound up with maybe an inch of snow at max, but it didn't stay on the ground that much. So more like half inch, tries to half inch. But it was snow. It was pretty coming down. You would have guessed tomorrow coming down. That's why I'm guessing. Yeah.
So it looks like over on Jaron's channel, he was at like 5.3K, and then he started ripping into the. Yeah, he down to like 2,600 now. Yeah, he started ripping on the globe.
The cushion?
No, to the globe.
Oh,
really?
really?
People that were there thinking that he was a glober now, and not a flat earther anymore. This and that. They all bailed. Yeah.
Hilarious. You gotta give it some.
I know, Nemo. I got to see snow this year. It was almost 3 years. 10 days away from being 3 years with no snow. So that's well more than I deserve. I just wanted a year. And it's not too bad around here. It's not like it snows here. We get a dusting. I mean, I can still see blades of grass, so I don't consider this really snowing. Yeah. No, not too bad. I'll take it. It'll be 40 degrees Sunday. It'll all be gone. No problem.
Yeah, expect ours to start mounting tomorrow. It's going to be up in the
My Wi-Fi
40s.
in and out, in and out.
No worries.
Well, we'll try to say hello to you then before you keep dropping again. You might recognize Craig from our chats. He is I'm the ellipses. And then I guess he recently added Craig just so everybody kind of knows who it is. He's in our after shows. He's popped on calls during the show. We really appreciate, well, I mean, everybody's presence for sure, but we definitely appreciate Craig's. But Craig is celebrating a special day today. So let's everybody say hello to Craig. And Craig, why don't you tell everybody what day you're celebrating? Oh, see, I don't think I was fast enough. Try to get it in there before
Either that or he's better at playing statue than you are.
There we go. All right, I'm back.
All right, he's
there.
back.
He is.
Back again. This might be a thing for a minute.
That's all right. It's a thing for me sometimes. Makes it a thing for everybody. So, not a big deal. I was just telling everybody you were celebrating today. I wanted you to let everybody know what it was you were actually celebrating.
Me?
Yep.
I'm half a century old.
Half a century old. For what it's worth, I'd have never guessed you were that old. I was thinking at least good, right? 10 years.
No,
yeah.
I was a bit stunned when he told us he was. I was like, whoa, I would never have guessed that. I figured you were in your 30s.
Yeah, late 30s, early 40s would have been my guess.
Age really well for some reason.
Did you do anything fun and exciting today? There, now he's back. Yep.
My back?
You're back. Like I said, this may be part of it.
For his birthday.
Damn it. There we go.
Man, what is going on?
Gift him some upload speed.
What was I saying?
I was asking you what you did today to celebrate.
The Wi-Fi keeps popping out. I pretty much, I did my normal shit. I take my nephew to work at 8:30. Got back here about 9. Just over. Got some stuff, came home, slept, woke up, went and picked my nephew up from work. Came home. We went to Cracker Barrel. I'm a breakfast guy. I love their egg souffle thing.
I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in forever.
It's a hit and miss here where we go. It's always a roll of the dice. You don't know if it's going to be a great experience or, oh, dude, it's so bad sometimes. Like, we've walked out a few times.
Yeah.
It's like the service, getting the food got to the table, it's horrible. Try to get it replaced. Oh, we're out of that now. And it's like, yeah. So it's definitely a hit or miss. I know there are good ones. Like, I grew up in the place where there was a great one.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. We had an awesome one.
Lafayette's all kind of a joke. Like, y'all want to roll the dice for it this time or what? So, hey, Craig, our producer is suggesting maybe turn off your camera. That might help with your stuttering. That's from our headline producer, Liz, the Iron Maiden here.
I don't know. Sound all right?
Yeah, you sound good. It just might keep you from freezing up and stuttering and all that. Yeah, you sound good.
What was I saying there?
Things you did today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, then we had dinner, and then my brother had a cookie cake for me.
Nice.
And, yeah. And then I got $100. My brother gave me 50, and my one nephew gave me 50. I was stunned. Like 22, he doesn't have to give me that. You know.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So when you say cookie cake, that's like one of the big chocolate chip cookie type things?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. I'm a
I'm a
No, it's
brownie
cool.
guy.
Look, here's the reason I asked. Growing up, my mom every like maybe 4th or 5th birthday for us would make a cake that was I don't know how to. It wasn't. So she would take graham crackers and she would make this homemade icing that was really like not quite like a buttercream. It had a little cinnamon in it, had a little extra something else. Was it nutmeg? Maybe it was, I don't remember. Something in it too, in the because it wasn't just buttercream. I can't remember what she put in it now. It's been a while. But yeah, it would be like you stand them upright and like use the icing to kind of glue them together into a big square shape, and then you cut it on an angle so that now you have this stripes of cake or cookie or whatever and icing in the slice, and it's real pretty. And dude, it tasted so good. Because when you said cookie cake, I hadn't thought about one of those in probably 10 years. So I was like, whoa, it flashed me back. And then it hit me like, oh, well, that's probably the cookies, which I enjoy those too. Don't get me wrong. I love chocolate chip cookies. Where you at, Sherry?
Yeah, so
I'm a brownie guy myself.
I love brownies.
Never was a cake person, so whenever it was my birthday, my mom would make 2 big trays of brownies. One with nuts and one without, so my cousin wouldn't eat them all because he didn't like nuts. My aunt used to do the same. She would make, instead of one big tray, if she knew I was coming over, she would make one, like 2 smaller ones, and one of them would have nuts on them, so my cousin wouldn't eat them all before I even got there. Yeah, I love brownies. That's my jam when it comes to sweets.
Yeah, I'm a brownie dude myself. I used to love those too.
I used to be. I've been cutting the sweets out though, and actually, I'm going on 2 weeks no sugar. I switched to stevia.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying that right now. Yeah, I know how bad it is in general, and then the parasites it breeds, and all that. I know all about it, but God, I love it.
I like my gummy bears.
Did you check out Barbara, Walt?
I did, absolutely, yeah. That's what I figured when I saw who she was, I would know who she was. I had seen her probably somebody else's, like watching her or a channel of her, as you know, I just didn't know her name.
Yeah, I figured you knew her. Great, man. And
then after I watched her, I started getting all these new videos come through my feed, of course, about parasites and parasites are demons and all this stuff coming through. So,
I got them last night too, dude.
Yeah. They know what we watch and know what to feed us.
Right? That's crazy. I got the exact same shit. Parasites are demons. And now I'm on that tip. Now I'm like, I gotta get more. Because I've been drinking chlorophyll daily as well. I'm on a whole kick here, man.
Wait, what was that thing? What are you drinking?
Chlorophyll.
Oh, interesting. What's that doing for you?
Yeah.
Helps his leaves grow dark green.
Get green. You get a lot greener.
Yeah, my poop is green, but but it's fun. Hey, it's like a natural deodorizer, and then it cleans you out too, like metals and toxins like that. It also has protein in it. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then the other day I did a cleansing of so I do salt water with lemon lime, and I add my chlorophyll, right? And then the new one is twice a week. I add baking soda, drink that down, then drink a teaspoon of castor oil. And boy, in 12 hours, I got cleaned out. And it wasn't horrifying or anything like that. It was a good deal. Like I'm doing it tomorrow again. I'm fasting right now, starting again. I'll clean out tomorrow.
Nice, man.
I got that from Barbara. the other thing I've been doing is adding like a pinch of cayenne to like everything I drink, and I swear. So I've had acid reflux like fucking 30 years. Like really bad.
That sucks.
And I take omeprazole every fucking day. I haven't taken it all week. And I'm stunned. So,
That's
cayenne
pretty
does
good.
all kinds of great stuff for you. I used to make cayenne pepper pills for this lady at work for her
that's
husband.
what I want to get. Yeah, that's what I need. I want more. She said it basically fixes the gut lining. It heals it.
Yeah, it does all kinds of amazing stuff. It helps regulate your blood pressure. It just it's like a miracle plant.
They said that like the Mexican diet is like the best diet there is. Mexican and Mediterranean, because of all the peppers.
Cleans you out. A little bit of cayenne pepper, make you sweat just a little bit.
Yeah. Because of my mom, been looking into all this shit. Unfortunately, I can't get her to fucking do any of it. I've been trying to get her like salt water when I can. I'll just flip it to her, But other than that, there's not much I can do. She, you know what I mean? She just kind of is stuck in her little thing, her way, and then she'll forget, frankly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough taking care of your parents, watching that role reversal.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up, Craig?
So I grew up in Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Like, it's really the best way to explain it would be it's about 5 minutes from Philadelphia. Like, I was more a Philly kid, was a Jersey kid growing up.
Same with, that's what I always tell people. I grew up in the Chicagoland area, I would tell them. I grew up in a totally different state.
Yeah.
But I was
like
30 miles from Chicago.
And I met people. Yeah, if I went down the shore and met people, I'd just tell them I'm from Philly. It's just easier, And I lived in Philly a year or two. I worked at the Philadelphia Zoo for a while. That was the best job I ever fucking had. Yeah, but but it was awesome. Cool. And in hindsight, I could have. I wish I would have. That was a cool job, though.
Got any siblings?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters and 1 brother. They're all older than me. My brother's the youngest, but he's 11, 12 years apart. So we're damn near twins. I have a theory that we're stalled twins. I'm stalled. Like he's the alpha prime, and and then I came later. We're literally like you wouldn't know if the only thing that tells us apart is that like he's clean cut and I'm tattooed. You know what I mean? Other than that, we look alike completely.
So when you were in elementary school, Craig, what was your favorite show?
Man, Great Space Coaster.
The Great Space Coaster.
Yeah.
You're 10 years on me.
Remember that one?
Nope. Mm-mm. I say 10. 3.
Walter? Zack? Cami? Anybody?
I remember it being a show, but I didn't watch.
Gary Gnews has no Gnews. Is good to Gnews. Great Space Coaster. Follow me. And then I was a GI Joe guy and Transformers and the normal shit.
GI Joe.
Yeah, I did too. I had all the action figures.
I had some. But my cousin, dude, had like walls of G.I. Joe figures. Like that was what he got. Like I got Legos and constructs and more building stuff than anything. But dude, he got G.I. Joe. And his stepdad built these like wooden platforms with little pegs in them. You know how every G.I. Joe had that little hole in their boot that you could stick to the machine? Dude. So he had just the peg size perfectly. They were lined up, like standing there all around his room. It was so cool. He had all the big stuff, the really big, we used to have, but he never played with them. Got to play with them like one time. And I got it, dude. It was an ordeal to put them all back up on those pegs, dude. It was a pain in the ass. Yeah.
I'm surprised he was that disciplined at that age.
Yeah, he was a couple years older than me. He was like maybe 11 and I was 9.
Okay.
Maybe he was 12 or 13.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah. But no, because, it wasn't his choice to put them back up there, you know. I'm sure if he had the choice at 12, he would have just thrown them all in a box and pulled them out to play whenever he wanted. But no, his dad built those, so that's where they go, you know. And his stepdad, I won't say he was real strict, but he was a construction worker and real big into like martial arts and weaponry and stuff like that. And he had a room just full of weapons. Like it looked like you walked into like a dojo weapon room, and a big chest with all his guns and all that kind of stuff in there. And it was really cool, but everything had a place for it to go. And if you ever go and take his tools were the same way, you know, everything was like that. So that's how made my cousin be too. I kind of, a little bit of that rubbed off. I'll have my little messy areas, but
that's how I am.
My tools always go back in their place, stuff like that. Yeah, it makes it easier.
My dad tried real hard to get me organized and make sure I stayed organized and make sure I had a place for everything and everything in its place, but it did zero good. I am about as disorganized as it comes. I got tools in the garage and the basement and my bedroom and my nightstand everywhere.
Yeah, I got some of that going on too. I'm a bit of both. I'm organized, but I always got something near me, around me or something. Always, messing with something.
How'd you do in school?
Well, got a good one for you here. So I went to a private school, Quaker Friends, until 7th grade. And they were like 3 years ahead. And I had like 3 hours of homework a night. I did actually really good in that. So, like, to give you an idea, I took in 7th grade modern biology. I aced it. I took it my junior year in high school, and I had to cheat to fucking pass the class because I just didn't give a shit anymore. I got in high school and fucking.
But you were bored, I bet. I bet you were bored as fuck if you were 3 years ahead and having to reduce yourself to the lowest common denominator. That's fucking boring as hell.
I got to 8th grade and I was so ahead of everybody, but then they caught up and then I got behind. So it was kind of weird. Then I played soccer my freshman year. I played soccer my whole life. Actually, pretty good. I probably should have stuck with that, but I was academically ineligible for sophomore year and too stupid to realize I just needed to go to the coach because I was that good. I could have just done that, but I didn't. I chose to start skateboarding again, and that took my life right there in a good way. And I ate, slept, and breathed skateboarding for probably my freshman year till 22, 23 years old. was sponsored. I was about to get a bigger sponsorship.
Wow, so you were like
Yeah, I
a
was
real
pretty good.
skater.
Yeah, I skated with Bam and shit. I knew Bam when he was fucking growing up. Give you an idea.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
true
it's-
Avril Lavigne wrote the song about you?
Yeah, it was me. Yeah. Work hard. Haven't you heard those? That's not her anymore. It's been replaced.
See people
So
saying
what-
Alex
what-
Jones has been replaced.
Really?
He just lost a lot of weight and is getting in shape, apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what Dave, what's his name? Bostina? No. He lost a lot of weight. People were freaking out. And he's like, guys, I was very big.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
Dave-
obese.
Uncomfortable.
Who's that? Dave
I did
Bautista?
that for movies. I'm done now. Like, I'm getting old. I don't want to do this anymore. So he said, I'm losing weight.
He said,
How much?
I had to stop taking steroids, so now I'm all natural.
Yeah, right?
Turns
Yeah,
out I'm not
that's
that big.
Much work it takes, even with the steroids, to stay
Oh, my God.
looking
Yeah.
cut. And
Especially, he's, he's well over 50. We're in
it's
it.
like
Yeah, I mean,
hours
you know.
upon hours of
Wow, they fuck. I was listening yesterday, just happened to be Ben Affleck talking about doing Batman, getting in shape for that, and he was like, it was insane.
I don't think I saw Ben Affleck as Batman. How were his fighting sequences?
He's
With
my
that-
favorite.
Like
dude.
Daredevil?
He's probably my favorite Batman.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, me too.
And dude, I was so
He's the boldest.
anti-Affleck. Like I was like, no, y'all really gonna ruin Batman? Because dude, I love Bale. He was Batman.
Yeah, me too.
Swear to me. I mean, come on, he was a badass.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, fuck, we're getting Jenny's boy now. What the fuck? And dude, he kicked Superman's fucking ass. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Like, I
Yeah,
could see him being a
dude,
great
yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
I mean,
Like, totally give me Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. He could pull that off. No.
I'm
I
telling you,
enjoyed
pulled
the
off
fucking
Batman.
Justice League. I mean,
Yeah, me
I
too.
was
Me too.
hoping the next one would happen. It didn't.
Oh, I know. Well, this new Superman, I'm liking it. I like what I see so far. You seen the previews yet?
Oh yeah.
Fucking, he's got the dog in it. I love it. I'm a sucker for that.
Grew up with all
But-
this stuff.
Yeah, I gotta put my camera on, shave my shirt. Batman, Christmas.
I got to get back to the call. Oh, Christmas.
See the Batman?
Yeah, I had my just yesterday morning, or was that this morning for the show? I know I had it on yesterday. I had it on this morning. It wasn't that cold.
Boom, 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 boom.
What'd you do after high school, Craig?
Skated mainly for like a year. I took a year off to literally skate, and the goal back then was to get out to California. You know, somewhere along the lines that just didn't happen, and I started singing more. I knew I could sing, and I didn't really play anything yet. Hadn't picked up the guitar yet, really. And so started singing in a band. probably before I started. Well, right before I quit skateboarding, so that kind of took over, and I quit skateboarding on the back burner, and then I was all in on music, and I had 2 bands that I was in, but we were all connected. We were all friends though, and my one friend in particular, his father was fill-in drummer for Cheap Trick. He actually is the one that wrote the drum track for the hell is that famous song they had? Can't think of it. But he's the one that actually wrote the drum track. And so Buddy broke his leg, and my friend's father filled in for him. But what people don't know is Cheap Trick actually asked my father's friend to stay on. They were gonna fire Buddy. But my friend's father was friends with Buddy and didn't want to cross him. Said no. So that was it. But he still had connections. So we were like basically inches away from cutting a demo and playing it. And I'm kind of leaving a big chunk out here. His drugs came into play kind of early, and I lost my drummer at his 21st birthday. Died.
Wow.
Damn, man. Sorry about that.
And so that kind of threw a wrench in the music thing. Me and my guitarist never could really reconcile. We were always cool. I mean, I love him to this day, but we just couldn't get it back together. I could never find a drummer to fill in for him.
Imagine it'd be hard to even audition.
Yeah. And I mean, it was weird. For a while there, we did play with another guy. And he was really good. He was a black guy. And he was cool as shit. Great drummer. But that was later in my life. We wanted to sit. We was just kind of, messing around kind of thing. Yeah, it wasn't really going anywhere. So, but somewhere along the lines there, I did pick up a guitar, and I learned how to play myself, and so I always kind of kept up with that. And singing along the song, stuff like that. But
Yeah, music is just a part of you,
yeah, for me,
Once you get it, it just.
And like I try to stay away from like the industry shit now, most I can. But I mean, it's hard, As you can see, the songs I send in. I try to send in people that we don't know so much, or up church, like people that aren't in the industry. But it sucks, the industry fucking rules it, right? So they say.
So they say.
But here's the other weird twist to my childhood there, Josh. I spent every summer in the Jersey Shore. My dad would rent a house every summer. He was a truck driver, so he would get like maybe 2 weeks off the summer. But he would, and my mother didn't drive ever, right? So basically, he would drop me and my mom, and like my sister, whoever it was at the time, the weekend, and we would stay the week. He'd go back home during the week and work, and we'd stay on the shore. And then they got their own condo when I was like 13, around. So then I really spent my time at the Jersey Shore a lot. Then then they got rid of it when I was like 23. So that kind of sucked, but life.
Yeah, I've only been to Jersey to go to the airport.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one? AC?
Newark.
Newark. That was my second guess. I've never even been to those airports, Jack. I fly out of Philly.
Yeah, living right there, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty close to... I'm about an hour from Lansing. Close enough.
What was it like growing up in Philly? Like the sports and stuff.
It was awesome. There's that whole no lose attitude in Philly. It's and it's kind of contagious. You know, I'm not in the sports anymore because I realize that they just suck your soul away. And I'm all for
they
it.
do.
Yeah, I think we should put I don't know, at least 20 people in the arena in the front, and have everyone cheer for them for about 5 minutes, and just do that and rotate the people out. That's what we should be doing. Instead, we give it away to them, our enemies. And once I realized that, I stopped watching.
Yeah, I don't give them any of my energy anymore.
Yeah, and it's hard to do being a Philly guy, I got to tell you. Yeah, I got jerseys I'm looking at right now in my closet. You know what I mean? And I'm not a Jersey fan. I'm not a Mets guy. No, I'm Philly. Philadelphia Phillies, the Flyers, the Eagles. That's who I am. Crazy. Like, I'm Jersey. I live in Jersey, but I don't identify with any of the Jersey teams. And most people don't who are in South Jersey. Actually, a lot of people don't know either. They're all Philly fans down here.
Yeah, I've never been to Philly either.
Philly's, I haven't been there in like 10 years, to be honest.
City of brotherly love.
Yeah.
I hear there's nice parts, and then I hear there's real shitty parts. Kensington.
There is. I mean, you've seen the videos. It's literally like that, Zombie Land, unfortunately. It didn't used to be like that. I used to run those streets, and they were alive. But from what I've been told, it's all fentanyl and trank. There's no more, I hate to say it like this, there's no more heroin. And it's fucking people up. Because that other shit is way too fucking strong. It's not meant to be, you know what I mean? It's just, I never even did that shit because I was fortunate. I got out right before that hit, So,
yeah, it's awesome, man.
I missed the bullet there. But,
I lost a few friends to fentanyl before all this shit got big. Like this was
really,
2010, maybe 2009. Something like that. I lost a buddy to fentanyl. He was getting the patches. It wasn't in a pill form yet. He was getting the patches.
Yeah. Right, I know.
And he would break it open and suck this gel stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Dude, stop doing this.
Yeah, I never had fentanyl. Luckily.
My buddy went to go get him for work because he wasn't answering the door and found him, in the bathroom. 22 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've had a couple friends die too. And I've had a couple, I got one friend doing life for fucking robbery. Then he got out. He did 15 years, right? He gets out and does another fucking robbery. He's back in. He's done. Fuck. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. This kid, too, he was, to give you an idea, he was the president of my class. He was the most popular motherfucker there was. And he took the hardest fall out of anyone I saw. So weird. Kind of surreal when you're involved, you know. But he
Yeah,
took
I'm glad I never got into any of the real hard stuff. I would take methadone pills every once in a while.
Oh, wow.
But it wasn't, a little 10.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Which would fuck you up. Don't get me wrong. I shouldn't.
Yeah,
be doing
normal
it.
person, sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's
But
just like doing back dope.
I never did it, days in a row. I always made sure that I took breaks in between doing it so I didn't get, my body addicted to it. And I didn't do it for very long either.
That's what no one told me.
Yeah, I'd seen too many people that were on them, and dude, the days they didn't have them.
Yeah.
Like they were all getting them from one buddy that we had. And he had real bad back problems. He was like 400 pounds. And they were giving him 18 wafers a day.
Oh, wow.
Is that like...
They discontinued them.
I couldn't even think, yeah, I know now.
Crazy.
But I didn't even think, or no, maybe it was just 4.5 wafers a day. 18 of the small little 10 milligram pills. But still, I couldn't even imagine somebody being able to live through that.
Yeah, well, listen to this. I was on, at one point, 245 milligrams.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't...
Now,
I don't
I'm
know
down to 5. I'm down to 5, so I'm doing pretty good.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment in itself.
I'm about to rip the Band-Aid off, but it's, cool.
Yeah, just make sure you're ready, Make sure that you're ready to...
Yeah. But it's been a while, and, I got to kind of get my shit together. But yeah, I mean, I compared to what I was. And that's where, flat earth saved my life. If I didn't find that at the time, I don't know, man. That gave me a purpose that I didn't know I had, And that's when I started fixing myself. And then in this past 5 years, I really started, you know what I mean? And Jaren's been a big part of that, because he gives out these little health tips every now and then. And I would listen to them, try them, and they work. Like that stupid, just little Celtic salt and water and lemon. And I did that, and it helped. I had a nerve in my leg that was like dead, and I started drinking that, and this shit came back. Like, I'm fine now. Weird, crazy. Or like little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Is what makes me. That's why I still rock with Jaren. I don't care what. I'll take the Jaren apologist tax. Okay. I think there's other people that are way worse. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of one of those things where if some people can't accept it, the whole I don't know aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds kind of cliche, but I turned to the Bible. When I had my mental breakdown, I did. I found Just Jack, and I was like, dude, you know this stuff inside out, it seems. I was just asking him all kinds of questions, and he'd be like, oh, well, in this book, in this chapter, blah, blah. It's like, wow, this guy really, really knows this stuff. He lives this stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, so what does it say about the sky? Like, well, you go into Jeremiah, and it says that you can't measure the sky. You're not gonna figure it out. It's like, you're not going to find the foundations of this place. You're not going to know what the sky does.
Yeah. Yeah, I liken it to a rainbow. You're never going to get there. Not meant for you.
And I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me.
That's what I don't get. Yeah, me too.
Prove what you can. Disprove all lies that you can. Question everything else that's told to you.
I mean, I think it's crazy that
we are being lied to. The whole idea of a globe and all that kind of stuff, and the size and all that, it's a lie. It's just a lie. That's the important part. Not what it actually is. What it actually is, everybody's guess is as good as mine, and vice versa. There is, who knows?
Right. I don't know. I guess, some of these guys really subscribe to that AE map. And, while I did,
and for the most part, it works. When we use the sun
that's the
to measure our locations and this and that, but what is the sun and why can't we triangulate it? When we're all looking at it from these different locations and we put those lines together in the sky, they don't match up. So something funky is going on with the sky.
Right. And it's going the opposite direction all of a sudden. Like, that to me is crazy. But it doesn't scream globe. it just screams, we don't know what the fuck this place is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I'm all right with
I say
that.
It's like the ant that's in the terrarium, looking up at the heat source, the lamp, and knowing how the power plant works that supplies electricity to that house and then to that lamp. Good luck, ant.
You see, the ants are smart. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit.
But see, I think that's why the creator, made it appear there's an end, or there's, whatever there. Because human beings aren't like other animals. We see the fence or the wall, and you put an animal in a small cage, they're going to try to get out, but you give them a nice, big, giant place to go run around and frolic with other things and all that kind of stuff. They see the fence and they go, oh,
turn around.
A fence, okay, okay, let's go back over here.
Yeah.
Humans, no, we see the fence and, well, what the fuck? What is this?
Everything.
What's on the other side? Who built this? Why did they build it? Why am I on this side of the fence? Am I on the inside of the fence or am I on the outside of the fence?
How can I fuck it up?
How do I destroy this fence? Yeah. That's human.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. I could see a creator being like, dude, these things are fucking out of control. We need to control these fucking things.
Or he's like, you know what? I don't know, really fuck with these guys.
All right, you want to fuck with me? All right, I'll show you. Figure this out.
I'm going to make the sun just do weird fucking shit, and you're never going to figure it out.
What's for signs and seasons? Tells you where you are on the plane with the day, if you already have the day. It works.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's consistent. The sun is always going to be in that place on that day at that time. Weird and crazy how it works. But there's only 2 times out of the hundreds of measurements that I did that it wasn't where it was supposed to be. And I still don't know what to say about that. It was off like 2 degrees.
Well, how many times does it take?
Well, I was just, trying to see how accurate the U.S. Naval Observatory was.
So you think the sun was out of place?
Me real data. Yeah, I
Were
think
they?
I was thinking. No, I don't think the sun was out of place. I think
The data was wrong.
something in between me and the sun made the sun bend and move and warp or whatever. I don't know, but it was 2 degrees off, which is insane when we're talking about I could get it within 0.2 degrees. Like a quarter of a degree, I could get it fine tuned to. So yeah, being 2 degrees off was just, and I triple, quadruple checked it, and it didn't happen again for, I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a couple months, something like that. Then all of a sudden, there it is again. Boom. The fuck. But I wasn't in Indiana anymore the next year to see if I did it again, or if that was an anomaly. Still got the data though.
And a big shout out to Vinny in chat, who I have to agree with, saying Zach is his favorite person from Indiana.
Oh, thank you, Vinny.
I know 2 people from Indiana. And you're the best one there.
There's a lot of good people in Indiana. A lot of farmers.
I'm sure there is.
I heard a horrible thing. Well, yeah, horrible. Farmers have overtaken vets.
Vets?
For suicides. Most suicides. Farmers.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Let me double. I think I heard that from Patrick Bet David, who's usually pretty good with their research. Yeah.
I like that dude.
That's a lot of farmers. I gotta say, that's a lot of farmers, and that's a lot of farmers every day.
Yeah. Right. And why are they offing it?
75, 2017. Farmers are twice as likely as people in other occupations to die by suicide. 22. Illinois News Bureau.
I don't think they're going to count military as an occupation.
Oh.
Yeah.
My guess is that's not even, vets aren't even included in those calculations.
Yeah.
At least according to that. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing. Is that, I can't imagine.
Let me see. Yeah, I heard him say that, and I was like, what? Even higher than, because the troops, it was up to like 20 something a day, wasn't it? Something insane.
I thought it might have even been more insane than that. I might have to look.
Oh, 2009. Come on. Yeah, I guess I'm not seeing any of these articles and stuff, but there's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah, because vets are still like just shy of 1 every hour.
So it's saying some farmers have higher suicide rate than veterans. Some. What does that mean? Certain types of farmers?
Crazy ones. Some farmers. There's 2 of them. 2 of those farmers have found have been having higher suicide rates than vets. I mean, what does that mean, some?
Yeah, I know. I don't like those types of words. What
are those trees you got there, Jack?
I don't know. It's just some cool picture I found. I kind of fell in love with.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for a good tree. That's my dream house. Is a tree house. That would be my dream house. For real.
was thinking about having a tree house like in the last month, and just the logistics on getting in and out of it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the tree growing.
You ever watch the Treehouse guys on that show?
Yeah.
And they build these massive tree houses. I mean, that guy, those tree houses are built to last. You know?
My old plant manager took not an RV, but a mobile home, and put it up in a tree. Had it put up in a tree. That's his deer stand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ridiculous, dude.
I think that was a massive mistake we made on our infrastructure. I think we should have weaved nature into it more. The way we live, everything. It's not. I don't think it's right. I don't know. I can't explain. I just don't think it's right. I think we're supposed to be in, closer to nature.
Yeah, I get that feeling a lot too.
Yeah, these houses are just. I don't know.
I don't know. I'd rather be in here though right now than out there. There's certain times I really appreciate the whole idea.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we would all be living right near the equator. It would just be where we would live. You can't go too far because it's gonna get cold. Better get your ass back. You better be able to migrate back.
There's people that live in cold conditions.
I know, but I'm saying if we all walked around naked.
Well, yeah, I mean, that wouldn't work.
But how much hair would we grow then? Would we evolve to, microevolution? Hair just start throwing in thicker and longer. If you didn't wear clothes, like those guys who wear those socks way up high and they have no leg hair that grows there anymore.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you did that all over your whole body. Well, I'm hairy in general. I'm just a hairy guy. There's not many places on my body I don't have hair.
And I think a lot of that's just going to be hormonal. Like you can say, if you wear socks for a long time, then by the time you're 70, you won't have any hair on your legs, or it'll be real thin.
You won't have any feet left either, probably.
A lot of times, if you're barefoot for 70 years, you won't have real thick hair on your legs at that point either. I think it's just that as your testosterone drops, your hair falls and its ability to replace itself is diminished and you just get less hair. I think is how that works.
Getting old.
Sounds right. Sounds good to me.
Getting old sucks. Youth is wasted on the young.
That's a great saying. I hear that new Bob Dylan movie is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to see it. And the guy is actually singing.
Great.
Yeah, he's actually singing.
Yeah,
I think I've only because I saw him in Dune too. He was in Dune, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was okay in that. I mean,
yeah, I liked him in that.
Yeah, but
I liked him in.
He didn't really have to act in that one. Yeah, Wonka, I thought he did amazing.
Hmm.
I watch a lot of the acting on how well they sell it.
Yeah, he's in a movie with Robert Pattinson about kings, 2 kings. Like he fights the French king. Robert Pattinson plays his French king. Awesome movie. It's on Netflix. I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry. Something King. I don't know. Last Kingdom or some shit like that. Other one that's good is The Last Duel with Adam Driver and Matt Damon. You ever see that?
Matt Damon. No, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good, dude. Check that out.
I love that movie with Matt Damon.
It's so not like so far
Rounders.
removed from what he does usually. Yeah, he did great in that movie. But he plays like a knight in this movie. You wouldn't think.
Oh, I did see.
And he
I
is
didn't
awesome.
watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's awesome. Dude. I was very surprised.
Yeah, I've always thought he was a pretty good actor. You know, he almost like whitewashed out of Hollywood. I guess he made 2 movies that really flopped. Like really flopped before he started doing The Bourne. And The Bourne kind of like revamped his career and got him big again. I guess
I didn't even know he had a salon.
Yeah, then I guess right before he did Bourne's, he did 2 movies that just like did real bad, like to the point where people, you know. Yeah, let me see if I can't find it.
I think I fell into an alternate reality once upon a time, about 3 years before The Bourne Identity came out, because I saw the preview for it. Like, oh my God, that looks so fucking awesome. I looked it up. I'm trying to find out where it's playing, when it's coming out, and like I get nothing. Like, well, it's got to be coming out soon. It was about 3 years before I finally saw another trailer for it when it was being released. Can't quite figure out what the fuck that was all about. I mean, I know it's not uncommon for them to make a movie and you shelve it for a little bit, but that doesn't seem to be the one that you shelve for that long. But maybe it was the flop and the near whitewashing of Matt Damon that kept it from being released. All I know is I saw it way before it came out, and I still have yet to figure out exactly how that happened.
Huh. You slipped into a different timeline.
It's the only thing I can think. It just seemed like a little too big of a movie for them to want to shelve. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, didn't they... Like, that movie made some money. I'm sure, right? But they did good.
Probably one of those that probably did better after the... I don't know. It did sort of set the tone.
I'm not sure either, yeah. I think they did good.
I think Ultimatum Ultimatum might have done a little better at the box office, but then brought the popularity. And then I think they were even discussing Supremacy at Ultimatum. I think they had already made Born Supremacy, or were in production or something.
Well, when...
The 1998 Rounders. And then there's not another listing until 2001. He did Ocean's 11 and
oh yeah, okay. He was good in that too.
Bourne 2007, one of the Bournes. I thought I saw a Bourne that was...
Yeah, 2001 was when I saw it. I can almost guarantee the year because of where I was living at the time and where I rented the movie, the VHS that I saw that preview on.
You guys all know where you were during 9/11? I just wanted to ask that. I don't know.
Yes. I was cheating on my wife at the time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Swear to God. That's where I was. Okay. She's now my ex-wife, believe it or not, but yep. I was
all right.
Having a full-blown affair at the time, and I remember coming home that morning and watching the TV and seeing that shit was going. I'm like, oh, I must have missed a lot while I was out.
Oh, wow. I was on a lawnmower listening to Howard Stern. And he gave one of the best commentaries there was. Like, he was known for that after that shit. Like, later on, they realized, like, oh, Howard Stern actually did the best coverage of all. That was before he turned into a big pussy.
So it looks like the movie was either I got 3 of them here.
Great.
Speakeasy, Jerry
Hmm.
with the G, or Stolen Summer. Never seen any of
None
the
of
3,
them
I don't
sound good.
believe.
None of them.
Those are 3 movies in a row he made that, I guess, I don't know which one. This was out of his mouth. I remember watching an interview with Matt Damon saying that 2 of these movies, and then Bourne came out that same year, 2002. And he said that's the one that like saved his career. Because he had already done some big movies, Ocean's 11, Legend of Bagger Vance, Dogma,
Never saw it.
Rounder, Saving Private Ryan, Goodwill Hunting.
Dogma.
Yeah.
I've always
School
been
Ties.
a fan of
I think
Goodwill
that was
Hunting.
Yeah, Goodwill Hunting. Right. That might be my favorite Robin Williams movie.
Yeah, he is good in that.
I think Awakenings.
Maybe Good Morning Vietnam. He was really good in that one too. Awakenings. I'm not sure if I know what that is.
With Robert De
didn't see
Niro.
that.
Bobby D. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I know of it.
I think that's right.
It's weird. I'm a movie guy, but like there's
I'm
certain
second-guessing
movies I
myself.
haven't
God
seen.
bless.
You know what I mean?
Let me look it up.
Dead Poets Society. I've never seen that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen that. De Niro and
Thanks.
oh,
One of the few Robert De Niro movies I didn't absolutely hate about him.
I used to love him before he became a big pussy. Sorry, but I mean, he said that he couldn't find any redeeming qualities about Trump, and he would never play him as a character because he was so degenerate of a person. This is a motherfucker who played Jimmy Connolly, a fucking mob member, and the casino guy, a constant mob movie. But he can't find any redeeming qualities about Trump. Oh my God!
I think my favorite movie
And to
with
watch
him might be Midnight Run.
Never saw that.
Now that was a good
Oh,
one.
It's hilarious.
I know. It's another one.
Richard, who's the other guy?
I can see his face.
I can see his face too. What the hell's his name?
Joe Pantoliano?
Joey Pants? That's not who I'm thinking of for Midnight Run.
No. Charles
Grodin.
That's it. Nice.
Yeah.
How about what King of Comedy? You ever see that? With I think it's Robert De Niro and Jerry Lewis.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh my God, it's awesome. It's basic and it's weird. It's kind of like the Joker with Joaquin. Kind of like that, but just no Joker, it's not a superhero movie at all.
I thought he was awesome in The Fan. Playing a psychopath.
Yeah.
He plays a great psychopath.
Again, but
there's a character he's playing. Yeah, that's a psychopath. Legitimate psychopath.
But no redeeming qualities in a president. And hey, don't get me wrong, I fucking hate presidents, but come on, dude.
Jackie Brown. He had a small part in that.
Yeah, oh my God, he played such a degenerate prick in that movie.
Analyze this,
like
another
just
mobster. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's a lot of his movies I haven't seen though. A lot.
Cape Fear, fantastic.
Walkers. I always thought Pacino was a better actor than him though.
Yeah.
I think that's why
You
they
know what
never
I
did
love,
that many movies
Heat?
together. Yeah. That was their. Was that their only?
80. Oh my God. I think that. I thought that was the first one they ever did together.
Yeah, it was
I
for
thought.
sure. The first
Damn
one.
near the first time they ever had a scene where they were like at a fucking diner. That was so awesome, that scene from Heat.
Oh, the
Where
Irishman.
they're in the diner, they talked. Oh my God.
Godfather Part 2, Heat. It's a movie called Righteous Kill, 2008. I didn't see that. I Knew It Was You from 2009. Didn't see that one. Cursor Process, Righteous Kill. What?
Ronin.
Ganser film.
I didn't really like Ronin that much though.
No, I don't think I saw Ronin.
Yeah, I didn't really like it that much. It was alright. I think it. No, I'm thinking. I'm mixing that up with what was that movie that Bruce Willis did with I think it was called like Red or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Retired, Extremely Dangerous. Yeah, they made two of them.
Yeah.
Hilarious movies. John Malkovich.
Yeah. So
Is in
Ronin
both
was
of them.
like that, but it wasn't really good. So, and I don't know. It reminds me of that, but it wasn't that good.
I heard John Malkovich almost ruined Rounders. Like he was not supposed to have that stupid ass Russian accent, but he refused to get rid of it.
Yeah. Splash the pot. It's my pot. I splash it.
Gotta have the Y in there. Splash. Splash the pot.
Yeah.
Splash it.
Yeah.
Splash it.
I thought he was great in that. Huh? Eating his Oreos. And then that was his hell. He figured it out. That was awesome.
Spoiler alert.
Huh?
Well, we're not even sure if Walter's here. Liz was asking in chat.
Yeah, right.
Walt's been having the most frustrating of last few days. And I think
He's got a Rougarou bothering him. Anybody knows any dogs to get help him.
He's trying to balance his sanity with his love of animals. Not quite sure which way it's gonna fall.
Pendulum swing.
Liz, you have a great night. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out this long.
Yeah, Liz, thank you.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. I know there's lots of stuff going on live on YouTube tonight. Well, we appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, guys.
We're just hanging out with our buddy Craig. You might recognize him from I'm the in chat. He is celebrating his 50th birthday. I wanted to come hang out and do it with us. So we're here just hanging out, chit-chatting, getting to know him. What was that first sort of like tickle of conspiracy that set you off down the questioning everything?
No. I mean, I was always, I was always kind of, I don't know. Like, I was always kind of pointing that way, I don't know that I could mark a time, because I was a pretty skeptical kid, so, like I was aware of JFK and like, some of the, more mainstream conspiracies. And then as I got older, that just continued and one big one that got me was, hey, you love this one, Josh. Rage Against the Machine had a big campaign for a Native American named Leonard Peltier. He was wrongfully imprisoned, and he was. I looked at the case, and it was fucked up, and they screwed this guy over. And, Rage had me on this tear of, information about this guy and trying to get him out and what he did but didn't do. And so that was kind of the first, I think, real kickoff of like an actual conspiracy that I could get my teeth into, and I knew it was something that, it wasn't just a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? So, once I knew, and I think I probably knew this before that, but once I knew the government was capable of not giving a shit, yeah, after that, you're pretty cynical, right? And I think you kind of either are like that or not, because that what I was saying earlier about my brother and me, we're twins and all, but we're a lot alike, but then we're really not alike at all, too. Like, again, he's the clean-cut version of me. He's the, it's just, we're different in that way. And so he would never look at stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? I have to bring stuff to his attention, and then, now he's starting to really come around. But, and he's never been dismissive or anything like that. He's always been pretty cool about this stuff. But sometimes I get to him. But
I had to look it up. Leonard Peltier was not a name I'd heard of in quite some time. I had to look it up just to see where he was.
Yeah, where is? I don't even know what happened.
He is chilling out in Coleman, Florida, in the U.S. penitentiary. Out? No.
Fucker.
As of July 2nd, 2024, the parole commission says that Peltier will be eligible for another parole hearing in 2026. Maybe we can get Biden to pardon Peltier. Let's get that hashtag trending. Pardon Peltier.
Yeah, right? Yeah, do it. Get it going again. Like, why did Raid stop? I'm thinking about it. Because they stopped. And I thought maybe.
The FBI probably came and said it would be more financially feasible for them to support or to stop supporting Leonard Peltier, who was accused of killing 2 FBI agents.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And that's who's involved in the case, too, obviously.
Yeah, lifetime in prison.
And I forget the case, but I just know it was bullshit. It was ridiculous.
Hear some of these doctors are finally getting put in prison.
Are they? I hope so.
And they're suing, I think, school counselors as well for telling, 11-year-olds that they're really a little girl trying to come out of a little boy's body, and against the parents, better judgment.
Yep.
They listened to these educated people and got all the transition surgeries and all that stuff done before puberty. And now he wants to be a man again. Now, I'm a man, but can't reproduce. He can't do any of that stuff. He never went through male puberty.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that. He's going to do it someday there. Life will find a way, goddammit.
And they're suing because the counselor told the parents that if you don't, there's a higher likelihood that your child will commit suicide. So what do you do as a parent? You hear that from supposedly, an educated professional, that your child is likely to commit suicide unless you do this.
Yeah. That's what happened to Elon, apparently. Again, Mr. Genius got fucking duped by doctors to change his kid's sex. I just want to make that clear. Mr. Genius. You know what I'm saying? I understand his pain, but is he a fucking genius? Because I think that disqualifies him. Sorry. Maybe I'm being hard, but it's fucking hard truth, man. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy, but finally there's a little bit of sanity seeping in, and people are starting to be held accountable for some of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good thing. What state is that?
Huh?
State is that?
Which state?
State.
No. Oh, state. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Huh. Because, I mean, it'd be nice if other states would follow suit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And or, you know, counties. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
After.
So, wait. How old are you, Josh?
47.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like a year behind me, but we're pretty close.
We're pretty close.
I forgot what question I was going to ask. It was something about the 90s. I know you're probably a 90s kid like me. I'll think of it.
Okay, here it is. UCLA student sues California doctors. So this is happening in California. So she was fast-tracked into transgender surgery. 20 years old, was misdiagnosed with gender dysphoria and rushed into irreversibly damaging transition-related treatment and surgeries. Oh, this isn't even the one I saw. This is somebody else.
Oh, God.
Jeez,
You back, Walt? No, he's good.
I'm sorry, Walter.
I'm the one interrupting the show. I hit my camera sitting down trying to get straight again. I didn't even know I turned it on. Sorry. I was just going to ease back in. I'm dealing with the cat situation. If you haven't heard, Chad, I don't know if y'all are. I don't know what
I told him. I told him it was a Rougarou.
Oh, you did? The Rougarou? Thank you. I mean, I don't know what else to do except trap him in a fucking carrier and take him to Lafayette tomorrow and put him out near a shelter because he's made our lives miserable for 2 days straight now. This is what he did last time he showed up at my house. Tried to be nice. He won't be nice.
You are being nice by taking to a shelter.
I know. I know a lot of
you're going above and beyond
this far. So, but it's still, gets to me. So
I know.
No more fetch and fuck, huh?
Right.
That movie.
I see you in chat there, Larry. I did not hear about the shooting over on Pewter Court in O'Fallon. You'll have to shoot me a message or type it out here or something. Let me know. I'd be curious. Was it somebody we knew?
It was right around your old stomping grounds, wasn't it, Josh?
Yeah, wouldn't have been too terribly far. Be real curious. That's nutty. I was just thinking about you the other day, Larry.
Me
get
too,
you guys
Larry.
back
You
out
were
here.
on my mind recently, actually, brother. How you been? Good to see you in chat.
I missed the shit out of you.
Yeah, I was thinking about the time you used to hang out with us off camera, but you were there not too long ago. I think I was digging through old shows and stuff and found a couple that you were lurking in, trying to find a particular cut that I never found, of course.
I know I've got some recorded freestyles around here somewhere.
Right? Oh, dude, I am so sorry, Larry. Good Lord. Sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about that.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, I want to saying that neutering calms them down. And it definitely does. Fuzzy Butt is the one neutered male that I have outside. Once my female wasn't in the situation anymore, I haven't gotten the other two fixed. I should. I just haven't. They're the two that have disappeared. They were the two I figured would hold their most against the fucker because, Fuzzy Butt don't have
yeah, they went and found some
anymore.
tail, most likely.
But yeah, they're like, fuck this. We're out of here.
Is it a male or a female?
They're all male. Everything outside is male, and that's the problem. It's all the territorialness. I smell the pissing that don't normally happen out there, around my house. They don't normally spray because it's their place. They don't have to. The two that aren't fixed, and then Fuzzy Butt, Fletch, he never has been a sprayer, even when he wasn't fixed. So everything has been peaceful, and like I said, once he came and showed up last time 3 months ago, he tore up my whole everything. Like everything went nuts. He was attacking my cats, but this time they're bigger. They've been out there. I've heard them scrapping with dogs under the house and running them off. So I know they don't take no shit. In fact, Gary behind me, his dog came over here and messed around one day. I heard the dog screeching and yelling and.
Cats will fuck a dog.
Well, dude, I went outside and I saw him running under the fence to Larry's, Gary's, and I went over there and I was like, dude, your dog's okay? He's like, I don't know, what's wrong? I was like, I'm pretty sure one of my cats fucked him up, dude. His face was bleeding. He got him. He got that motherfucker good. So that's what I'm saying. I knew they could hold their own against him now at the age they are, but it shouldn't be a constant battle at your house to live. It just,
well,
that's
he's a Rougarou. What do you expect?
I guess. I don't know what the fuck he is. And he's so nice. When I go out there, he's meowing at me and going between my legs, and I reach down and I do pet him because I can't help but do it. And he, does the little dolphin jump up against your hand that some cats do when they get a pet. So he's social. Somebody put him out. That had to be what happened. Somebody put him out. So now he's freaked
he was a Rougarou.
Fucking idiot.
Somebody kicked his ass out.
Anyway, I thought about trying to get him fixed and see if that would calm him down in the mix, but that's money out of my pocket. I'm already, dealing with cats that I can barely afford to feed now. So putting him in the mix, that just adds another cat. I'm not going to pay to get him fixed and then go turn him loose somewhere else. That don't make no fucking sense. So I don't know what else to do but take him to Lafayette. I'm going tomorrow anyway. There are numerous shelters nearby. I'll drop him near one. If they can't take care of it, then a neighbor will. And if they can't take care of him, then he'll wander his way back over here, and I'll see him in 6 months this time because I'm taking him at least twice as far. And I'll deal with it then. I don't know what else to do.
That's funny, man. Hey, most people would not do that. So,
I know. Me and Josh had that same discussion when this all happened last time. He was like, dude, you're way ahead of me on this. If he was taking my cats,
yeah, right.
There wouldn't even be an option to take him nowhere. I'm like, yeah, but I can't. I could kill if I had to. I ain't, I'm not going to defend my family, but to get him away was good enough. If I had been able to grab him off of my cat at the time he was trying to hurt my cat, I probably would have hurt him. And then I'd have had to live with that and feel terrible about it because that's just who I am.
Yeah.
I hated putting animals down on the farm, dude. I had to do it twice. So I know the feeling. I know what will happen inside my soul, the little pieces that'll char and fall away when I do that. And I don't want to if I don't have to. So anyway, I didn't mean to bring everybody down. Hell, it's Larry's birthday. God damn it. Sorry. I'm reading chat again. It's Craig's birthday.
Hey,
hell, it may be Larry's birthday. Fuck, I don't know.
Larry's birthday was last month.
I was close.
Happy birthday, Larry.
Happy belated birthday, Larry.
Larry. Play catch up in chat, okay. Well, I'm glad she's okay, brother. I'm glad to hear she's okay. Good Lord. Again, trying to... What the fuck?
Boy,
In the mother helping house. Bruh. Another person on my mind lately. So I guess I need to think of more people and get them in here. That's good to hear you.
I think he's chilling back your neck of the woods. I think he's wintering back down south. I think he's snowbirding.
I like what you said. Or she.
That still fucks me up, Larry. I still can't believe that. That is absolutely fucking nuts.
What's that?
About his son's mom.
Oh.
If you've ever heard me tell the story about the curse of the yellow lighters and how to break the curse, and how at one point I had some little girl literally hold the lighter above her head, hopping on one foot, just about ready to start spinning around before Larry had to come and tell her, "Don't do that. You look stupid. He's just yanking your chain." Well, that was her. That is insane. I'm glad she's okay. And because she's okay, I feel like I can safely say that I'm not terribly surprised. She's one of those that I can understand how she might drive somebody to want to go shoot her a few times.
That bad?
She was a special one. She is a special one. I've not spoken to her in a long time. She actually was working as a line woman, as I recall, like in the big cherry picker buckets and working on lines. Yeah. Electrical lines.
Fucking, yeah, they make good money too.
Or maybe it was heavy equipment. I'm trying to remember. She was doing something. She was. Something that wasn't.
Sure she's on a fucking road crew, right?
Something.
Somehow. Yeah.
But apparently back in November, somebody broke into her parents' house where she was staying with her son, Larry's son. Apparently her ex-fiance, I'm guessing, because last I saw she was engaged. Last I saw on Facebook. This might have been her ex-fiance who apparently broke in, shot her a few times, and then shot himself. Yeah. They rushed her to the hospital. I think she spent like a couple weeks in ICU from what I was reading. It was a whole fucking thing. That's nuts.
Insane, dude.
What's up, Wes? I see Wes in there.
3 to the head. What the fuck?
Huh? Who?
3 shots to the head.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. So that's what he meant?
I was just about to ask that, Larry. Was your son with her? My God, that would have been terrible. So I'm glad he was with you. Oh, man.
Lunatic.
Yeah, I hear you, Valley.
Yeah, it did escalate a bit quickly there. NTB, yeah, that's what he said. I had to come back and look. I was scrolled up trying to play catch up.
Oh, why? What happened? What did I miss?
He just said that escalated quickly. The whole conversation went from
Oh, yeah.
concern and to yeah, I get that one.
Fuck you.
Dude, I was in Slidell maybe 3 weeks ago, right before Christmassy, or right before Christmas. We did a garage sale over in a state sale, I think, in Slidell.
Oh, yeah.
Would you have been there during that period? Yes or no in chat, sir? Did I miss you, I guess, is what I'm asking. Because I see you're prepping for a third trip. Oh, from a stray cat to our conversation. Yeah, it did get a little disjointed. There's a lot of emotional turmoil for tonight's Craig adventure. Oh, man. I definitely have plans for the weekend already. This weekend, we're going to move some stuff out of the house of Michelle's. December 9th, yeah, I think that was the week we were there, the first or second week, for sure, of December. That's crazy, dude. But yeah, we're trying to get stuff that we still wanted that never sold or whatever. Like there's a, I don't remember, a bookshelf or two maybe, there's a fridge, there's a washer and dryer, just things that didn't sell and we need them. So we're getting them over here because they have found a buyer for her mother's home. And they went today to go deal with paperwork and whatever. So that's kind of going to be my next few weekends, is getting that all finished up. But if you're still around once we get through with this crap, it feels like that's been going on forever, getting her moved from one apartment to another and then trying to deal with her home that she left behind last year, I guess. Oh, till May. All right, dude. Nice. Hit me up. I still have the same number. I don't know if you do, but I know you're on Twitter. I mean, on Skype with us. So just hit me up. We'll figure it out. What's up, Fletch? Talking about your namesake. What's up, Mike D?
To be
All right,
fair,
it's official. Wow, that was like perfect timing. So I guess I lost that one, but Craig, you are now officially part of IRM.
He hung tough, right?
You hung tough. Didn't say a peep, not a word. Impressive.
big shout out to you, John Savage. I saw you in chat over there on Jaren's show tonight.
Savage.
Yeah, I didn't go over there, but for a second when y'all had said y'all were watching it, and please, everybody, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against Jaren or Jaren's what he's done or what he does. That's not the point. It's the meltdown that's surrounding all this that I don't want to watch happen. So,
yeah, yeah, I'm with Jaren.
We here at IRM have known Jaren way before a whole lot of folks, though, and we all were kind of behind the scenes. Twitter, him and Bob and us, and we all were doing different ideas and trying to come up with shit for us to launch a show, and them trying to get their show to a different place than just watching the ISS footage all the time, which is kind of how they started. Yeah. So, yeah, we really, we got to know them really well early on, and then with their growth and our being hidden away, we kind of didn't spend as much time with Jaren as we did with Bob over the years, but I still consider him a good dude, good researcher. Have nothing against him. Wish things had gone differently than they did for the reaction to all this. And people would have let some fucking data get in somebody's hands and just make some logical deductions instead of a bunch of nutty clickbait bullshit. Anyway, I'll stop ranting. Walt, rant over.
I like that.
Good rant there, Walter. Always time for a good Walter rant. Boom, boom, puppy, doom. So what's next, Craig?
I don't know.
Where do you see
yourself in 5 years?
I don't know. I didn't see myself getting here. I never could see past 40, to be honest. And then when I turned 40, I don't know, I didn't really feel 40. Just like I don't feel 50, really, but, but at 40...
Who does? Who actually feels like they've grown up or that they're mature or that they have, reached that place where you used to see your parents at and go, wow, I hope I grow up and be that way one day, or I don't want to be that way one day, or whatever. Who does? No fucking body I know. Everybody feels like a fucking dumbass kid still running around trying to figure everything out without a fucking clue.
And I think maybe we ought to embrace that, actually.
Walt, you think your dad was running around feeling like a dumbass kid trying to figure shit out?
Fucking A, I do now. I didn't then. I didn't then. That's why we had all the fucking headbutting we did. He was supposed to have all the goddamn answers, you know, but he didn't, and that's why we bumped heads quite a bit. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah. I gotta move out of my room here. Buddy's coming in.
Ian said, "You better start looking ahead, Craig. You're gonna last, brother."
Oh, Ian's gonna make sure. Ian's a good man.
Yeah, we need to get Ian on. Last couple of weeks, I've been having some anger issues, and I'm not sure where they're welling up from. So I figured we could dive into some mace healing issues and see what we can accomplish.
I was gonna reach out to Ian with my whole myasthenia gravis thing and the mace stuff, and
that's
I
brilliant.
haven't had a minute to think clearly enough to do it because I went straight from finally getting all of my diagnosis and starting medication and trying to get it normalized to dealing with her mom's move, which was still lingering up until now because now we've gone back to the house. You know, seems like nothing has settled enough for me to really focus like I need to on what am I going to do now. You know, I've kind of done a bit of microdosing, which has helped. And then I woke up today and I was drooped the fuck up. So I don't know. I think it was just because I didn't sleep for shit with the cat last night meowing all night under the house. So every time I would wake up, that's what I would hear. So I know that's what was waking me up. Yeah. That in dreams, like my dreams have been very combative of late. And then during my nap period today, it was this whole, how do I explain it? The house of all the people I miss in my life who are no longer on this plane of existence. My mom, my uncles, my cousin, everybody was at this house. Now the other people that are in my family and in that soul tribe and all that, they were in that house too. And there was some reason we all were there together, like always. And as we began to like kind of connect again and start working on why we were all there together, the rooms started emptying. And not like they were out. They were just suddenly there was nobody in the room with me here. And I go to another room. And I know it's all this whole like thing I'm dealing with, I'm sure. But I also know they were there, you know? So it was something else.
Yeah, I've been feeling weird anger too lately, Josh. It's weird. It's like, where's this coming from? I don't get mad like this. What's going on? It's over stupid shit.
Oh, see, I've been calm lately. And
yeah, I'm trying to kind of stay calm. That's my thing with all this health crap. Sorry, Greg, I didn't mean to step on you. Go ahead, man.
No, you're good. I was done.
Yeah, being able to keep your wits about you is important. Staying calm and
breathing exercises. As stupid as that might sound, like that helped me tremendously. And I do the Wim Hof long breath out, like as much as you can slowly. And like at first it's kind of weird. You're kind of probably going to freak out a little bit because you're spending all that air and you're kind of, you know what I mean? But once you like get control of it, you calm down right away. So now I have complete control of it. I've been doing it for over 2 years now. I'm pretty good at it. It's helped a lot.
I'm a big fan of breathing exercises, especially if you're having a hard time sleeping. I think concentrating on your breathing, no matter how you're breathing, I think will help. Breathing to calm down doesn't help me when I'm irrationally angry.
Oh, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm with you there. I got to grab a fucking amethyst then, and that's the whole thing. And that's weird in itself, but yeah, the crystals calm me down. Like instantly, I hold it, and it just, I don't know, has an effect on me. And I was never like into that. Like I was I would have been one of those guys that would have said, what are you talking about, crystals? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But I've always been a rock guy, so now it just kind of moved into crystals naturally because I'm finding them naturally in the ground now, as opposed to just picking out stupid random rocks I used to do.
It's amazing how they're everywhere, isn't it?
Man, crazy quartz is just everywhere, dude. Jersey is, I didn't know this until I got into it, but Jersey is like one of the top 10 spots in the world, I believe, for rocks and minerals. We have one of the only fluorite caves in the world over here, called Sterling Mine. Yeah, look it up, Josh. It's pretty cool looking.
Right.
Mike, Truthers Hour of Comedy, Mike LaBrash in chat asking if we've heard of the Breath of Life.
Breath of Life.
Well, here's something interesting that I came across that I don't think I've discussed on air. God created Adam and Eve, and it was from clay, and he breathed life into Adam and breathed life into the clay.
That's the only reference I have, Josh. Actually, that's what I just typed back to him.
Yahweh, I've heard that the correct pronunciation. So Abram had a wife named Sarai. Once God then breathed his spirit into Abram and into Sarai, Abram became Abraham. Got the ha in there. And Sarai became Sarah and got that extra little pronunciation. And this was after God had breathed the spirit into him. And there was a video I saw not too long ago about the proper pronunciation of Yahweh. And it was using that breath. It's not Yahweh, it's through the breathing. So even hearing it kind of fucked me up a little bit, and trying it fucked me up a little bit. Was it Yah on the inhale and Hui on the exhale?
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yep.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
And that was the breath of life that was breathed in. It was really fucking weird. Just an insane video. I thought it was really interesting. The breath of life.
Yeah,
but beyond that, Mike, no, I've not heard of the breath. Unless it was some Wim Hof thing.
Yeah, it looks like it is a breathing technique. I just asked him for a link or a video or something so I can look into it, because I've actually contemplated going back down the Gateway Process Road, which is daunting.
What's that?
That's the hemisync, the Robert Monroe stuff the CIA used for their telepathic training.
I've considered trying that just not too long ago myself. Like, you know what, maybe I might dig into that a little bit and see exactly what's going on.
It's definitely a commitment if you're going to do it, and it takes daily work. And if you...
Oh, that ain't me.
Well, I'm saying if you commit to it, you and Dixie doing it together is probably better than trying to do it alone. I don't know how into it she would be. I don't know if she'd be like open to doing it, but like literally at the time, the lady I was living with, she and I had been together probably 2 years when we found it. And we had a headset that had the splitter, so we could literally lay down on the floor with our heads close to each other, like kind of our bodies facing outward and our heads together, and do it, like work on it. And you had to be on a very, like you wanted to be either sitting upright or laying very uncomfortably. You didn't want to be in a bed or in a padded. You didn't want to go to sleep. That's the whole point. You want to do everything you can to get to the most relaxed and chilled and let all this other shit go place without going to sleep. Because if you go to sleep, that's usually when the attacks come, or at least for me and her, that was when the attacks would come. So I would have to like shift stance or whatever and start, battling. But definitely it's a powerful thing that helps you with those battles. It helps you with everything. Like I can't even explain all the dream work I was doing during that period, all the connections. Like I think if I was working on that and what happened today with the dreams had started happening, I'd have been able to kind of loosen my way through it or whatever. I don't know. It's hard to explain some of these terms in waking talk. But Ian, that stuff is kind of easily found, quote unquote. You can purchase it from Gateway. It's really an expensive set. Hell, it was $100 probably back in the day, and that was 2000. Yeah, no, that was 96, 98, something like that. So yeah, it's probably, you know, but there are people who have it. I think Cami told me they have like copies of all of the Hemi Sync and the Gateway stuff, and then I have all of it at the house. Yeah, I have the cassette, like box set of it that currently misses the first 2 tapes. I let my buddy Trippy McGee borrow for him and his wife to start working on. As far as I know, they still have them, but I doubt it because, you know, that's how long ago this was. They were on cassette. Because the CD set was probably triple what the cassette set of tapes were. I think there were 8 tapes in it.
Huh.
Yeah, that seems like 4 on one side and 4 on the other, and the left side is missing the top 2 when I looked in it not too many days ago. So I have the hard copies here that I can work on, but I just don't have the first 2 here, which are technically 4 stages because both, like one side is 1 stage, second side of the tape is stage 2, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of missing material that you do work your way through and learn how to create your box and the humming that you do to activate all the different centers of your chi, and just, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's practice. It's not just like, ooh, I'm gonna listen to a tape and trip out for a while. You're working. You're doing a lot with your body, with your consciousness, with your everything. Truly.
You ever hear?
Be careful, Ian. Is what I was trying to get to, though, because, you know, I know someone has the whole group of them on YouTube, and I kind of listened to it audibly, like out loud on my speakers, and got a not good feeling already. So I wouldn't doubt that, you know, YouTube is fucking with the actual frequencies, and, you know, I mean, look what they're doing to flat earthers. So imagine what they're doing to people that are trying to change their consciousness. Anyway, I would be careful. Definitely validate your source on getting those.
I got that weird.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Do any of those like Hemi Sync binaural beats work that are on like YouTube and shit?
If you like now I can't say. I haven't listened to them in probably since Flat Earth, truly, because during my wreck, like trying to deal with everything with the lawsuits and waiting for the surgeries and hanging with my arm in 2 pieces for a year and a half and all that shit I was going through, I was listening to a variety of them. Some people had let me borrow some they had that were on DVD. Some had on on a CD. And then I had found some that on YouTube where I would check it out, listen, feel what I felt, and go with that trusting of my heart to know, like, yeah, this ain't good. Get off this. You know, there's a thing out there called Theta Wave. I had bought a cassette of that too, and let me see how to explain this one. At the time, I was doing a lot of warrior work, a lot of warrior path. So what it brought into my life, I was ready for. Lots of encounters, lots of nighttime encounters, lots of creatures, you know, that whole thing, because of the frequency it puts you into. But when I let other people borrow it, it created problems. Like my mother couldn't, like it made her come running out of her room. My sister borrowed it to check it out, and like cats were looking at the ceiling while shit was walking across her roof. Wait, sir, what?
Well, only you could use it.
No, I'm sure a lot of people could deal with it, but if you aren't able to, if you don't already have some skill sets for those attacks going into that theta wave stuff, it definitely could, because it's for communication with alien and into, you know, that whole thing. And so, yeah, if you're ready for that communication, because sometimes that communication ain't all like all kind of like beautiful, bright rainbow creatures. Sometimes they're fucking dark black creatures, and yeah, it's a whole thing. Absolutely, Ian. Hope I can help with you.
Have you ever done any shadow work there, Walt?
Descending those fuckers, that's what I call shadow work. What do you mean?
I've only heard of the term, you know what I'm saying? It's been thrown around, you know what I mean? I was just curious.
Oh, I like that, Mike. I'm just reading I finally got back to chat. And yeah, affirmations, dude, that's a huge part of the Hemi Sync, the gateway process too, is you, yeah, that's a huge part of it. I still do some of those basic parts of that as I go to sleep every night. Actually, I do. I used to do the humming, but it started to be a
You know about the
too
humming and
accurate. I guess. What is it?
nitrous oxide? The release of the nitrous oxide in your nose when you hum?
Right. Oh yeah. There's all kind of shit you free up when you hit the right spot with that frequency. Oh yeah. You can do it from your you can hit your pineal gland perfectly and like what is it? Shit. Come on. We're just Christos. The magic oil and all that. You can stir it up if you play with it. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Like the humming made me feel weird in front of Michelle. That's really why I quit. I was embarrassed to say that, but yeah, it was kind of weird. I just started leaving it off.
That's funny, Walter.
Yeah, the heart's the key, brother, for damn sure. Like, that's part of my protection that I use for me, for my family, for people that I send it out to. It's part of what I use for defense and for offense.
What is it again? I didn't hear you.
The heart. He just said the heart. You breathe out, and it's directed at your heart in big capital letters, talking about the breath of life technique. He's kind of breaking down the steps in chat. I'll read them off here in a second. But definitely Kundalini. Thank you, Ian. I couldn't think of the right word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't the Christos. That wasn't it, but it was close to that. Yeah, it takes a while to get that Christos flowing down.
Yeah.
I don't know that one, brother. You have to give me that one. Pronunciation wise, I mean. Shadow work is doing the inner stuff, taking care of the stuff you want to bury, is what Ian is telling us in chat. Okay.
I thought it was something like that. It's not necessarily dark.
Right.
Something
dealing with some things that might be considered dark that are in you already, kind of. That you got to deal with, either figure them out or get rid of them, vent them, whatever the word is. Mm-hmm. Exercise them.
I didn't know to say it. I'm a little stupid sometimes.
Oh yeah, Darius J. Wright as well. I like that stuff as well. And the Wim Hof. I know you were talking about that earlier, Craig. I had gotten into a lot of his stuff, probably 2016, 2018, that era of Iron Realm.
One breathing technique, and it worked, so I just stuck with that.
Dug in?
Frankly, we're gone.
Well, we used to do the ice bathing, whatever you call it. I know that his word is different, but we would do that every summer. We would get a season pass to the local water park there in Shreveport where I was a kid, teenager, whatever, and spend our whole summer there. And then as it would start to get cold there up in North Shreveport, like in Shreveport, that's like going up to Indiana or some shit. And it would start getting cold, so we would go hop in the hot tub and get our body hot, warm as fuck in the hot tub area, which was the adult relaxation area, whatever. And then we'd dive off the big cliff wall thing into the cold ass pool and just fucking flip out on that feeling we give our body. So we were doing that shit and didn't even know we were doing it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was like trying to do the old like cold in the shower and introduce it slowly type of thing.
Yeah, I'm like Josh. I usually end my shower with some cold.
Yeah, I don't
especially
like really
at the gym, dude. The gym, it goes from super one extreme to super the other extreme. Like it'll go from like, oh shit, to get some cold in it, it's way too hot, to the cold being like somebody has ice they're pouring down your back. It's crazy how different it is there than it is in your house. I guess the amount of tubing and pipes it takes to get to you, it really cools it off before it gets there. I don't know, but that shit gets cold. Thank you, Mike. I will check that out, brother. He just dropped a link in chat, everybody, if you want to check out this video.
My stupid phone will fucking turn if I even try to do anything else.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, I just clicked on the video, and the guy on the video, I don't know who he is yet, but he's got I don't know if it's a screen behind him or if it was put up in the video, but it says The Buddhas of the past, future, and present all think on one another. Are you the present Buddha, now thinking of all other Buddhas? Why does your commanding radiance shine forth with such brilliance? And this is from the Ananda in the Larger Sutra. I was just watching something the other day about thinking and how when you're thinking, who is that? Like
Dude, I was
you can be. Wait, what?
I was about to introduce that same.
You must be on. They must have your timeline.
Yeah, man.
Implicating mine, Craig. That's nuts. You saw the demon. You saw the that thing about the thinking is why you're like.
Weird.
Yeah, if you stop thinking, that's part of actually the gateway process is silencing that fucking little chattering monkey that never shuts the fuck up when you're trying to meditate or pray or whatever you're doing.
And what is that voice?
And what is that? And who is that? And yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy shit. I totally.
Is it always the same?
And is it the same every time? Right up.
Yeah. And I even experienced it like right before the show, and I was like, "Fucking A, what the hell was that?" It kind of freaked me out. I even forget what it even was, but it it was one of them where it answered quick, and I was like, "What really? What the fuck?" Like that wasn't me. You know.
I was watching that new Sean Ryan episode that he put out with director David Berg. Yeah. And listening to them explain that 5-MeO DMT trip, smoking the frog, and listening to them describe what that's like was kind of nutty.
I need to see that now.
Yeah,
that far.
It was a really good conversation.
So there's apparently a next level to all of that where people are literally like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, so you look at a molecule of DMT, right? And it's got all these little points that are little circles joined by the lines. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But what they've done is somehow on some of those little nodules, they've replaced something with something else to intensify or change. Does this make any sense what I'm talking about? I'll have to go look it up because I didn't read it yet because I'm still like baby steps on all that. I haven't even tried DMT yet.
I think they've synthesized that 5-MeO, I think.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay. Because when you said that, I think that's part of what I'm talking about in that video that I kind of glanced through and went, whoa, way too much. I'm not ready for this. So I'm going to stick with my little microdosing and get there eventually.
Need that in my life.
Yeah, I'd like to blast off once. I've taken DMT. I've smoked DMT once, but it wasn't like a real good, solid hit. And I felt some, there was some of the geometric patterns, and you could tell it was there, but it never really went anywhere. I want to fucking blast off.
No machine else for you?
Yeah. No machine else, Doc?
No, that's what I would like to go see what they have to tell me.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I literally want. As weird as that sounds. One of the last times I took shrooms, so I swear I had the answer to life, and then I went to sleep and I fucking forgot. Like I went
that'll
to.
Happen. That'll happen.
I knew it. I said, all right, I can go to sleep now. I have it. I'll have it in the morning. All's good, right? Wake up, son of a bitch. I couldn't remember a fucking thing. But I know I had it, man. Something.
That's the one thing about dreams that drives me nuts, dude. I know I learned something like world changing, and then I forgot it. You just have this huge urge to want to know just to remember that dream.
Like being
born.
Know
something was said.
Like the It's the forgetting that occurs when you're born. Just like that.
Yeah, can't have you running around with all them level ups on you. We got to do this a slow step at a time.
You know there's something there, and the more you try to reach for it, the further down it goes. And step back. Whatever knowledge that I was there is gone. At least not consciously. Can't chase it.
That's interesting, Ian. How long has that been going on? Ian saying he doesn't. He has the same dream, repeats the same dream over and over. So how long has that been happening? I wonder. We need to get you on the show. Let's not spoil it in chat. No spoilers. Come hang out with us.
Sounds like you've been cursed.
Well, you know, there are some repeating things that are very important, or at least they were for me in dream work. Like that soul tribe and the school is what we always thought of it as when we were there, but it wasn't really that. It was a very amorphous, very changing place that would have these like almost touchstone images in a room that would remind me of the school I went to high school at or the college, you know, that kind of thing to kind of remind me, I guess, that we're there trying to figure it out and learn some shit together before we all break off and go do whatever we're doing. But it definitely isn't the same every night. That's interesting.
You know, I can, like, if I wake up and I have a dream, I can go back to sleep and go to where I left off.
I did that actually today. The cat woke me up as I was looking around that empty house for the family. And I was like, you little fucker, you woke me up while I'm trying to find my mom, you little shit. I will go back, you know. And so I went back and I was in that house. They still weren't in there anymore, but it was the same place for sure.
Yeah. Weird. I don't even, sometimes I'm not even trying to do that and it just still happens. And that's been going on since I was a kid. I had like there were two dreams specifically I had when I was a kid, and I call them mini-series I had. They're like,
right, continuing?
Yeah, and they were nightmares. So it was fucking weird, man.
We had those about Freddy and Jason.
One of them involved Mr. Tumnus from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He like lured me from the mall to this big castle where they held me for 3 nights. Like that's what I was dreaming. Fucking crazy. And you know, every night I was begging my parents to, number one, sleep with them, and number two, I didn't want to go to sleep.
Have you watched From, Greg?
No, not yet. I've been meaning to.
Dude, that's all I'm asking. Don't say anything else, Josh. I just asked a question.
How far are you, Walter?
Well, far enough to ask that question. I just asked.
Get on it. I get on it. Obviously, I'm behind. I need a good show, too, because I wore out a lot of my go-to.
I think it was the end of a season, what just happened, that brought that question up. I think that was the end of the season, and the next season will be totally mind-blowing, it looks like. Pretty sure. I'll let you know when I go see it again when Shell gets back.
I have it on.
It's one of those I'm almost willing to risk the ass chewing I'm going to get to watch it by myself and be ahead of her. But if I do, it's not fair, so I don't do that. But I want to know what's coming next.
Yeah, they did a good job with the creepiness.
With the what?
The creepiness. Of From the show. Yeah. From has a creepy vibe that they did.
Is it the same guy that made Us movie?
No,
I don't think so.
It was Peele, wasn't it?
I thought they had a link. No,
I think you're right.
I don't. Gordon Peele or whatever his name is, Jordan Peele.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's who it was. I thought maybe he did that too.
Yeah, I think it's the Russo brothers. Aren't they the kind of famous quote unquote creators that are part of it? I know they're
It does sound
always, I see
vaguely
their
familiar.
names somewhere in it. I don't know if it was producing it.
Marvel Captain America stuff. Russo brothers.
Yeah, but this was like not that at all.
Yeah, I know.
Created by a dude named John Griffin, apparently. But its producers have Anthony and Joe Russo listed, as well as a ton of other people. So apparently they weren't as involved in the creation of it, just the production of it.
So,
To do that Pixie song, fuck that song. And I used to sing that Doris Day song as a kid. Like that was my jam. We had a fucking album that had that on it. It had Born Free. It had all kind of awesome like 70s movie songs or whatever. And what was the other one? Almost came to me. Anyway, but yeah, I used to sing the Doris Day version at the top of my lungs as a kid. And now I hear this one and I don't like that song anymore. Que Sera. Sera is the name of the song, if you don't know it. But apparently the Pixies covered it at some point, and that's the theme song.
you guys know the band The White Buffalo? Or White Buffalo, I guess is their name.
I don't. I do not.
Oh, very good.
Ted Nugent tribute band. I'm just being stupid, man.
No, they are not. No, they're good. You guys are like, they're chill country, bluegrass kind of thing. I'm pretty sure you go right up your alley.
Bluegrass. My cousin used to follow a bluegrass band called The Recipe out of West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
I like them, what the hell's their name? Three Dead. You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of their name.
Three Dead?
Is that what it is?
Sure.
Something like, it's got dead in it. They're like, they're like country, I guess, but not really. I don't know. God forbid I look them up. If I fall out, I'll be back in. I'll try and find them.
Cool. So what do you got going on this weekend, Josh? A little shoveling? Or is it going to all be melted?
My fingers are crossed that it's all going to be melted. I ain't shoveling shit.
The devil makes three. I see that?
Makes three.
I know some of the Devil Makes Three. Couple songs. Not well.
Even the cover of a System of a Down song. It's pretty good. Is there kind of like an acoustic?
There's a song about whiskey. I forget what it is. Something. I'll have to look it up. God damn it.
They're good. They're good. Midland. You know Cody Jenks, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Cody Jenks.
Like sometimes if I just let that shit ride and, let YouTube just do its thing, I'll find these obscure bands that they'll play. Actually does what it's supposed to do,
Yeah, I had a buddy in high school. He introduced me to so much different weird music.
Yeah, same with me. That's kind of how my junior year went. This kid came into high school and he he would end up being my guitarist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
To put that in. But yeah, he changed my life. He's the one that got me listening to Rage.
That's what's up.
Crazy. And he handed it to me in the cafeteria, the lunchroom in high school. And I'm listening to this, and I'm like, holy shit. I loved it off the bat. I loved it, you know what I mean? But I couldn't believe how, like, Zack, and then, guitarist name again? Well,
Tom Morello.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And when they're in their groove, you know, they're in their groove.
Yeah, that was a different beast back then.
Back then, yeah, dude.
Actually did Rage Against the Machine. Now they rage for the machine.
One of the highlights of some of my concert going experiences was seeing Rage for their Evil Empire album at Lollapalooza. Then enjoying the fuck out of Tool immediately after, having my mind blown for the first time seeing Tool, and then going to the Smart Drink booth. Hello, Smart Drinks, flashback. Going to the Smart Drink booth, and on my way from it, walking up to Tom Morello, bringing a friend of his to let him try some Smart Drinks, and me going like, dude, oh my God, you're the best fucking guitar player. How do you make those weird noises? I just get high and go hide in the closet. I'm like, dude, you've got to sign something for me. And we walked over to the fucking booth, and the lady knew him, and he asked her for a pen, and she looked and looked and looked and couldn't find one. He said, I'll tell you what, he grabbed the ticket out of my hand and bit it. So somewhere I've got a ticket with Tom Morello's teeth print in it.
That's funny.
And now if I walked into him, I'd be like, hey, fucker, what you doing? You arming the homeless with harsh words again?
Man.
You know, it's so interesting about that YouTube algorithm you were talking about a while ago, Craig, because most of the time it feeds me nothing but music I would never listen to at all, like a style of music I don't want to hear or don't like or whatever.
I know.
But when it does get it right, it turns into bands that I have gone down a rabbit hole with, like The Anchor, that female-led metal band. Dude, when I found that by accident, because I let shit just keep going. And I went running, because I wasn't in there. I was doing shit around the house. That's usually when I have that happen, is cleaning house or whatever. I went running into the living room and watched the whole rest of the video after it started, and then immediately went to their website, went down the rabbit hole with them, you know. So when it does get it, it gets it right, but it's not nearly as often as, like, remember Audio Galaxy's little recommended thing? Dude, it was to me the best one. It blew Napster away. It blew LimeWire away. Audio Galaxy had the best. If you like these bands, then listen to these bands. That's how I found Cafe Tacuba. That's how I found, like, all kind of obscure, crazy bands I never would have found otherwise.
That's cool. No, I don't remember that one. I didn't get into music like that back then. I don't know why. I was one of the idiots that wanted the album with all the stuff on it, and you know.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It was a hard transition going from the dude with the fucking, like you said, the fucking LP with the poster and a lyric list and a fucking order form for cool T-shirts or whatever. The smell of the vinyl and the fucking cardboard and all that experience to going like, how many more hours till I can hear Rage Against the Machine live at whatever, or, you know. I get it, Ian. They did open my horizons a bit, but most of the time it's not even a style of, I don't know, you're right, I should listen to more styles of music, I guess.
I love music.
Hey, back to Ian though. And you know, I touched on it before that he helped me. But I mean, he literally, really, really helped me. I mean, so
we're gonna like make this happen, Ian. I know we're terrible about it on our side.
Do it.
You know where we are.
Do it, Ian.
So you let us know on a Friday when it would be good for you, a good planned out day, so you know you'll be chill and ready to do it and hang out with us. And let us know so that we're not forgetting to do it yet again. Because I know we just said this a few months back about you when you first started with the mace. Well, not a few months back now. It's been too long now, but that's what I'm saying. When you first were talking to us about the mace stuff in chat, we were all like, yeah, come talk about it. And we never followed through on our end. And we suck because we should, but we don't.
Well, luckily he's been busy, from what I know.
Well, cool. I'm glad it's busy. Well, definitely reach out to us. That's why I wanted you to reach out and let us know when the best timing would work out to have you here with that. And then as far as you and me and the mace stuff, we'll talk about that too. You know me. Here's my email. I'll put it in chat again. I bet. Don't expect an immediate response. But you will get one eventually. Ask Sherry. You can tell you, it may take a week or 4 before I finally go, oh, cool, in chat about a video she sent me or a story or something, but I do see them. All right, that's me. Reach out. Anybody, everybody. That being said, we haven't had Mike on here either for fucking ever, THC. And he's apparently in a whole different place with his walk right now. And I'd like to touch on some of that with him as well. So reach out, brother.
Absolutely.
And anyone else in fucking chat. I mean, guys, y'all are our life. You're our family. So come hang out and be part of it with us. We don't mind.
We encourage it.
Yeah, I mean,
what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I just started calling in, and you guys are very easy to talk to, and love it over here.
We love you as well, brother. I just saw Ian's comment. I grew up with AM radio, dude. My life, when I would be visiting here, because when I was growing up, I lived in Mississippi with my mom. Once my parents got divorced, that was home. I would come here for holidays, summers, Christmases, that kind of shit, where my dad lived here in Franklin. And he had this old Camaro. I mean, no. That went away. He had this old Maverick that was out in the yard that was going to, quote unquote, get fixed and become my car when I got old enough to drive it. But this was years before I was old enough to have my license. And I would go sit in that car because it still had enough battery to turn the key back. But all it had in it was an AM radio. That's how old that car was. And that's how I found probably my first exposure to Art Bell. That's where I fell in love with Mexican radio and the crazy music I would hear there. I would hear so many crazy things on AM radio that I never would have heard otherwise. So I'm right there with you, brother.
Huh.
Hey, Ian, when you get it figured out, let us know. Did y'all see his comment in chat? He's got to figure out Skype first, right? Let us know when you get it worked out. Help us.
He's a Zoom guy.
We used to be Zoom guys, and I'm sure the free version would work for a show. Is that not the case? Is there a reason we couldn't do it for a free version on the show? The amount of people, or the length of time, or something?
I thought it was the length.
It's 45 minutes, I think.
Is it the length? That's what it is. I knew there was some aspect we had to upgrade to get it working for us, and I couldn't remember if it was length or number of people. Of course, it does expand the number of people too. I remember right. Anyway, we'll work it out.
I'm on Zoom in VIP with Jaron, and we're on there for hours.
But he's probably got.
Oh, is it him hosting? Is that why?
His hosting of it is probably real. And okay. Because when folks would come to our show, they could use all our little bells and whistles, the draw on the screen shit, and all that. It should be. It definitely should be. He was saying that he has Zoom, but he used to have Skype, and it should be easy. You have listened to the show, right? Why are we even on Skype anymore? It's the question I always ask myself when we're wondering why our fucking sound has been reset and why this don't work and why that sucks. And then I go try to do something on Discord, or I try to do something on, I don't know, another one. And I go, oh, that's why. Because of all the shitty ones out there, it's less shitty.
It's it's the American political system of
Yeah.
Telecommunications.
And I was thinking that too, actually. That was what I was thinking. Well, that he had been on with us years ago.
Is anybody know? Is Jones still streaming?
Well, I figured when everybody started showing up over here, that was when that had ended. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Everybody's wrapped up in it and wants to know what the fuck he's going through, and I get it. I'm really hate that he's having to go through all this too, but I don't want to be exposed to the shit in his chat and the people that are just radiating their idiocracy.
He's down to 1,300 viewers.
Oh yeah. Still, that is a lot for him on the live stream. He's just railing at people, probably.
Oh, no shit. That's what's up, brother. That's a great show. I remember that one fondly.
What's that?
He was on here when Daryl and Mike were on. One of our...
was that the 420 show? Endeavor? I'm almost positive, yeah.
Almost certainly was. So, awesome. Well, shit, we'll just call Mike and Daryl and get a rehash going. See what I did there.
I got a big bag of hash I don't even touch.
Dude, I found that bag not many days ago and went, holy shit, I forgot I had this. Yep. It was so overwhelming that it was in the back of things. And I went like, yeah, holy shit. That's great.
I think I fucked one guy up at work all weekend long. Came back a different person on Monday.
You changed that dude.
Just shaking his head. He's like, man.
Sounds like I need that in my life.
Wow, dude. Sure, you tuned Slinky down to B flat. I'm impressed, JBL. It must be like playing fucking wet spaghetti. Of course, power Slinky is maybe. That's not a spring with a motor on it.
Just throws itself off the stairs.
It walks upstairs along the stairs.
That's what I meant to say. We were talking about Cracker Barrel.
Yep.
Oh, flash.
But you know the guy that made the water engine and got poisoned at a Cracker Barrel? You know that story?
From
He was the first guy that made the water engine.
Alien?
No, he's an American.
He like from somewhere in the South?
They were brothers. Something. Well, here's the thing. I don't know the whole story. I just know he got poisoned at the Cracker Barrel I go to.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, that one. He knew right away, the story goes, that he ran out of Cracker Barrel. His brother followed, said to his brother, they fucking got me. Died. Poisoned. Yeah. No water engine for us.
Bet you that story's not hanging on the wall in the Cracker Barrel.
No, I probably.
But if you look really carefully amongst all that shit hanging on the wall, there's the water engine just cleverly hidden.
Believe me, I have scoured when I've been in there because I know the story. Can't find anything.
Well, no, I bet not. I bet they try to scrub that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Like running out of a Shoney's.
Pretty sure that was like, before hours breakfast thing, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so they probably had the place on lockdown.
Matt Damon.
Dixie says the same thing.
Just comes out like that now. Ever since that movie. Team America. Just how it comes out. I can't help it. Now, I remember Trump saying something about Diddy list is coming out and Epstein, well, not Diddy, but Epstein list was supposed to be coming out. He said today,
Yeah.
he did like a press thing today for hours, or it might have been yesterday, just sitting there answering questions from the press, and said that he showed a video of him sitting with a governor's meeting or something like that. All the governors were there answering questions for the press. And they were asking about drones, and like 5 or 6 different governors like, yep, we have them over places in our state too. We're asking questions and not getting a whole lot of answers. And Trump said on, the 21st, the day after, he said, give me a day, but we're going to let you people know what these drones are. Because I believe that the government knows what they are, that our government knows what they are.
He said Biden already knows and he won't tell him, but I'm going to tell you once I know or some shit. I think he already knows. He
just can't say anything right this second.
Yeah. Now, I hope he does it. Right? I'm certainly not counting on it.
Be nice.
It'd be nice.
But I don't know. The one thing I really want to know about, I want the Epstein list to come out.
Yeah. Unredacted.
I think heads should rolls for that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah. But they won't. That's the thing. We're going to get the list, and then what? Well, I guess we'll know who the people
Oh, no. They should be held accountable.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Who's going to hold them accountable?
Federal government.
But with nothing more than some circumstantial evidence, I think you'd be hard-pressed to win that court case.
Well, I bet there's plenty of evidence. I don't know if there's any evidence left.
Or that they could access, that they would be able to get. What I'm saying. I mean, you might have their names on an Epstein flight log and the whole list. I don't know that you're going to have, here's the number of children we sold,
And you got people on that list that I do think went there and didn't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. There was probably plenty.
Like Chris,
but no, I'm talking about like what Josh is talking about. Where's the record of sale? Who bought this child? Bought this, and was paying for... Yeah.
They don't have that list. It's still in existence.
That's the shit that needs to be... Crawl back into the shadows.
Yeah.
I think it's probably getting to be about that time. I'm going to have to go grab something to eat. I got a rumbly in my tumbly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at time through this whole show, really, because I've been distracted with cats and then just hanging out, enjoying the conversation, both here and in chat. Thank you guys so much. Me and Jay Bill are going down the guitar nerd hole right now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be distracted.
I'm sorry, Chad. I can't see you. You gotta keep that in my room. I can't see the screen now.
I have been listening in background whole night, but they were saying my microphone was very choppy and staticky, which I felt the static in my hair and everything. So I've just been trying to listen and not crackle.
I went and slapped her around a little bit, told her to shut up.
That's it.
Yeah, right.
A happy birthday, and y'all have a good night.
Thanks, Cami.
Love you, lady.
Yeah, love you, Cami. Have a good weekend.
Y'all stay warm, man.
Stay safe.
I'm working on it.
Yep, I guess that'll do it. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And I know there's other things going on.
Love y'all.
I love you guys. Love you, Craig. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Yes, Craig.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate you, brother.
thank you. Love y'all.
It was a
Yeah.
virtual birthday party.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going to go have some
See
chocolate
how the
pudding.
next half a century goes,
Damn Skippy.
right?
It's all uphill
Man.
from here until it's not.
I think it's down. And there might be a couple of stumbling blocks.
Ah, those are
But-
hurdles. We just jump over that shit.
Yeah, ultimately it'll be all right.
Well, I do hope you have many more. Because we've got many more shows coming up after this. Be on the lookout for an episode with Ian.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we do have the Ironworks every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 a.m. Central.
And
Going
don't
for-
forget that it's Walt's birthday on the 14th, Tuesday. Just so everyone knows. See, I didn't forget Walt.
Oh, snap.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
That was the first time you told me. And we were both Capricorns. I was like, and you said the 14th, and it was so close. I was like, dang.
Right.
And then, 4 and 1.
That explains all the musical stuff, too. Lots of great musicians for Capricorn.
Yeah, we have a link in numbers. 5 is a number for me, and so 14 is 5. There you go.
Again, I suggest everybody check out that latest Sean Ryan interview.
Yeah.
Sean asks him about the moon landing, and hearing that conversation was pretty good.
I gotta check that. I only watched like a half hour, maybe 20 minutes.
Lots of commercials. Fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that Sean Ryan's putting his own commercials in there as well. So it's like I get confused which commercials I can fast forward through, which ones I actually have to press a button to skip. It becomes a whole fucking thing. But beyond that, it was a good interview. Hats off to those that want to pay for YouTube Red or Premium, what you call it these days. But we'll see you all back here next week. We do love you. Have yourselves a good weekend. Stay warm, but not like California warm. Be good, be well. Do good, do it well. We love you.